Hello and welcome back to Southside FC Soccer. Tonight, Southside FC is taking on First City FC in a matchup between a team in Southside that is 0-7-1, looking for their first win, and First City FC, who is 3-4. Both teams are set to go, and we'll get set into these starting lineups. Starting lineup for Southside FC. In goalie, they're going to have Mario Curiel. In the defense, they have Babakar Ndoye, Benjamin Johnson, Happy Aivi, and Abdella Eltam. At the midfield, they have Caleb Bruckner, Dennis Martinez, Derek O'Mesa, and Devin Rushman. And then your strikers, they're going to have Ibrahim Diagni and Zach Latimer. That's going to cross out the starting lineup for Southside FC. And going into this lineup for First City FC, in goalie, they're going to have Ryan Neal. On the defense, they're going to have Rylan Nowick, David Marshall, Toby Witham, and Hudson Bell. The midfielders consist of Jade Bartman, Ramiro Vasquez, Sabino Lozano. They're running a 3-3-4, and the three strikers for First City FC are Romario Harding, Gustavo Bueno, and Trey Berman. This game means a lot for Southside FC. If they are able to get a win, it will be their first win since joining the Midwest Premier League. Looking for their first win, have had some struggles so far, coming in with an 0-7-1 record. First City FC coming in with a record of 3-4. They have beaten Southside FC in the first game of the year, and that was a 4-1 win for First City FC. Players shaking hands before the game starts, as we're set to take on 90 minutes of Midwest Premier League soccer. The standings for the Midwest Premier League, they got Southside FC taking up the rear, and First City FC just ahead of them at 3-4. Starters out on the pitch, set to get this game going. Southside FC huddling up on the right side near the 40-yard line, as we're about to get set into action. Captains shaking hands with the officials. Officials wearing red today. First City FC rocking the dark navy tops, dark navy pants, white numbers on the back. The goalie rocking the purple uniform. And for Southside FC, the white kit with the orange on the top, black shorts, and the goalie Mario Curali rocking the all neon socks, neon shorts, neon top. Southside FC going from right to left to start this game, as we're about to get set into action. First City FC set to make the first kick. It'll be a good one today here at Grandview High School. So we get set for action. First City FC set for the kickoff. Referee's set to blow the whistle, and we're underway here at Grandview High School. First City FC corralling it back. Southside a little aggressive to start this one. It's David Marshall bringing it up. Gets it up ahead to Sabino Lozano. As they try to move it over, it's quickly stolen away. Stolen away there by Rushman. And Southside FC takes it back. Quick change of possession there from First City FC. A nice turnover, a good steal from Devin Rushman, as Southside is going to work the ball back upfield. Martinez now has it. Gets it back to Johnson, who gets it all the way back to Corrali. Southside FC coming into this game 0-7-1, looking to pick up their first win in the Midwest Premier League. A little push in the back there on Derek Omesa as they clear it over to First City FC. Jade Bartman corrals it in the middle. First City FC rocking a 3-3-4. 3 forwards, 3 midfields, 4 defenders. So we get across to the near side of the field. Trey Berman now has it. Tries to get it up ahead, and it's going to go right to Corrali, who corrals it and throws it up ahead for Southside FC. First City FC coming into this game 3-4. Martinez now trying to get it up ahead to Bruckner, who loses it. And now First City FC has a ball, an opportunity here inside of Southside FC territory. Happy Ivy about to corral it. Slower paced game so far. Neither team has had a great goal scoring opportunity in the first 2 minutes. Johnson gets it up ahead. They try to get it to Derek Omesa, and that one's going to trickle out. It's going to be a throw-in for First City FC. First City FC, players from all over internationally. They have players from England, Jamaica, South Africa, Kenya, and a couple more places as well. David Marshall now works it up the field. Marshall out of Scotland, the 28-year-old. Bartman loses it, stolen away by Southside, and immediately taken back over by First City FC. Up ahead, cross. That's Berman. Berman trying to go against Ndoye. Berman's shot just right, wide right. Corrali was there to cover it had it been inside the goalpost, but that one goes wide right. It's going to be a goal kick for Southside FC. And Trey Berman getting action going for First City FC. Trey Berman leading the team in goals with 4 on the year. He had a goal in Game 3 against Woodland FC, a goal in Game 4 against Great Plains FC, and 2 goals in Game 6 against Union KC. His goals coming later in the season, but he's been on a tear in the last couple of games. Martinez works it up ahead. They try to get it outside to Rushman. It's going to be a throw-in. They throw it in up ahead as Latimer. It's going to be headed away into Diagne. Diagne back to Latimer. Latimer up ahead. Rushman spikes it down, and it's going to trickle out, and it's going to be a corner. So a corner already for Southside FC, and a good opportunity. Let's see what set piece Southside FC can draw up here. It looks to be Benjamin Johnson. That is Devin Rushman coming up to kick the corner kick. Rushman sets, fires it into the middle. It's going to go way over the head, all the way back to Martinez. Martinez now on the far side. Cross in, headed out by First City FC. A little bump there on Lozano. It doesn't matter. First City gets the ball anyway. 3-on-1 on the far side. First City making a move. Bartman up top making a move. It's going to be kicked away just at the last second. Corrali kicks it right back into trouble. Bueno now has it. Stolen away by Martinez. Southside gets the ball back. Little miscommunication there. Corrali threw it right back to Gustavo Bueno. But nonetheless, Southside FC retains possession in the backfield. They try to get it up ahead to Bruckner. That is no good. Trey Berman now has it. Berman trying to get it up ahead. Good kick by Happy Aivi. Good clear. And Doye trying to get it up ahead. Bruckner. Back to Diagne. Bruckner tries to find Latimer. It's going to be stolen away by David Marshall. Swinging it back over. First City FC. Bartman. Kind of in no man's land. Gets it back to Marshall. Back and forth we go. Both teams with an opportunity so far in this one. Southside FC trying to pick up their first win on the season. First win in the Midwest Premier League. They've yet to get a home win here at Grandview High School. Marshall trying to get it up ahead. A nice little back touch that was read perfectly by Happy Aivi. Bueno crosses it to the far side. That's Harding, who has it stolen away by Rushman. No foul on the play. Rushman almost loses it. They get it up. Diagne now has it. A great touch to Rushman from Diagne. Rushman tries to save it just a little bit too far out. It's going to be an easy scoop for the First City FC goalkeeper, Ryan Neal. Neal rocking the all-purple. Ryan Neal out of Overland Park, Kansas. The 22-year-old in goal for First City FC. First City FC trying to get even on the year at 4-4. Southside FC still looking to pick up their first win. Marshall gets it up ahead. It's going to trickle over the legs of Gustavo Bueno. It's going to be a Southside throw-in. Southside now. Working in a 4-4-2. First time they're running a 4-4-2 this season. Southside FC under new head coaching as Derek Omesa tries to get it up. And there's going to be a foul. Foul on First City FC. Derek Omesa picks up the foul for Southside and gets the free kick. Happy Aivi set to take the free kick for Southside FC. Southside FC 0-7-1 on the year. It's going to be headed Marshall. Rushman now has it. Rushman 4-on-1 tries to get a shot off. And it's going to trickle off the leg of Marshall. And it's going to be a corner kick as Devin Rushman runs over to take the corner. Southside FC and First City FC have met each other once already this year at First City FC. And First City FC picked up a 4-1 win. Rushman's cross in. It's going to be headed out by Hudson Bell. Bell headers it out. Looks like they might have called offside there. Nonetheless, goal kick for First City FC. Had to have been an offside on that one. First City FC won the first matchup of the season against Southside FC with a 4-1 win. Diagne up ahead. A little crossing by Latimer. Omesa tries to get in there. That one goes over the head of the goalkeeper, out of bounds. And another opportunity for Southside FC. This is the third corner kick of the day for Southside. Devin Rushman has taken every single corner kick. Rushman now on the far corner. Set to drive it in. It's up. Headed out. Kick there by Bruckner. Bruckner crosses it back in. It's going to be headed out by First City FC. Eltom now. Eltom corrals it on the far side of the field near the 20. Gets it out to Rushman. Rushman now has got green grass ahead of him. Rushman loses it while trying to go in, and they get it up ahead to Harding. First City FC now with an opportunity. Bueno getting it up ahead. A straight push in the back there by Ibrahim Diagne. Diagne was the only one to score in the game for Southside FC against First City FC in their first matchup. And a 4-1 win for First City FC. Witham gets it up ahead. Harding now has it kicked away by Southside. It's going to be a throw-in. First City FC inside Southside territory. Lozano gets it up ahead to Berman. Berman cuts it back inside against Ndoye. Berman, good move. Berman, another good cross. Just in between the legs of Happy Ivy and through. It's going to be a goal kick. Great footwork by Trey Berman. A couple of nice jukes there on the near side of the field. Got Ndoye to jump. Got Ndoye to jump to the left. Tried to cut it back in. Went through the legs of Happy Ivy and just to the right of the goalpost. Curiel. A long boot. And it's in the hands of David Marshall and First City FC. Behind the back touch. And it's going to be stolen away by Southside. Ibrahim Diagne. Looking to get it up ahead to Rushman. Rushman breaks free. Rushman scores. Goal. Devin Rushman just barely onside and is able to sneak ahead and get the first goal for Southside FC in this contest. Brilliant play there by Devin Rushman. Devin Rushman was just onside, outraced the First City FC defender, and had an easy one-on-one tip-in for Southside FC, and they pick up their first lead in this game. Southside FC leads it 1-0. That goal comes in the 13th minute of this contest. And Devin Rushman gets on the board for Southside FC. Phenomenal play there by Devin Rushman. Southside FC strikes first. And what can be a close game. Southside FC's only scored 4 goals on the year. Diagne and Latimer both with 2. And Devin Rushman picking up his first goal. Happy Ivy tries to get it to Latimer, and that one goes just past. Devin Rushman scoring his first goal of the year for Southside FC. Devin Rushman was an all-state first team in high school. League Player of the Year in high school as well. He was a Great American Conference champ in 2024 and 2025. First City FC now with an opportunity. And Ndoye trying to get it out of there. Tries to get it past Berman. Ivy clears it out. And Diagne saves it on the near side. Diagne getting it up near midfield. They get it up to Bruckner. Bruckner on the near side, near the 10. And they're going to call him offsides. Bruckner just a step ahead of First City FC. Just a step ahead of Toby Witham on that near side. Would have been another good opportunity for Southside FC. And Ndoye now headering it back toward midfield. Lozano. And nobody up ahead. They were trying to get it to Berman. Berman never cut inside. And Southside FC playing with a lead in this game. Southside FC. They've scored a total of 6 goals on the season. This is the 7th one by Devin Rushman. From what I understand, is his first goal on the season. Berman now tries to get it inside to Lozano. Bruckner just headers it out. Southside has been playing on the attack this entire game. They've been up front. They've been fast. Happy Aivi tries to header it out. Abdallah Eltam unable to get to that one on the far side of the field. It's going to be a First City throw-in. And First City trying to respond to that early Southside goal. On the far side now. Across inside, Happy Aivi clears it out. Gets it to Eltam. Derek Omesa. And Aivi tries to get it to Bruckner. Header up. Martinez now on the near side. Martinez tried to get it to Diagne. Diagne was calling for it down the field. Martinez gets tripped up. No foul on the near side. Southside FC playing with the lead here in the 17th minute. Southside leads it 1-0. They've been on the attack the whole game. Berman has had 2 good opportunities. Berman with 2 shots on the night for First City FC. Southside has had 3 corner kicks as that one goes into Curiel. Southside FC working with a 4-4-2. One of the first times they've ran this one. The first time they've ran it at home. They've moved Latimer up to that 2 spot alongside with Diagne. Both good strikers for Southside FC. First City FC rolling with a 3-3-4 or 4-3-3. 4 defenders, 3 midfield, 3 forwards. Della Elton up to Diagne. A little behind the back pass. Rushman up to Latimer, just over his head. And this is the pressure from Southside FC. They're trying to make First City FC uncomfortable in this one. Vasquez all the way over to Harding. Harding, a good touch. Harding now tries to cut it back inside. A bad touch from Harding. A lot of wrestling there as Ben Johnson tries to fight for it against Harding. Harding spins left. His kick is up. And that's going to be the first corner for First City FC. Harding looked like he had a good opportunity. He used an extra touch and then ran into traffic. Had he just kicked it there, initially would have had a good shot on goal. Instead, got into traffic, and that was Benjamin Johnson trying to fight with Harding for it. Made a good spin move off the ball. And now First City, a shot up and over, just a bit high. It's going to be a goal kick for Southside. Southside leading at 1-0 as we approach the 20th minute in this contest. Southside FC looking for their first win on the season. Curiel set for the goal kick. Mario Curiel II had 13 saves per game at the NAIA level back in 2016. Been a goalkeeper for a long time. As that one's tipped out by Devin Rushman. Rushman having to tie his shoes right in near the 30-yard line. Short stoppage of play. And do we have a hydration break? All the players going to both sides going to both benches. Stoppage of play. Players getting a drink. Well, Southside FC leads it 1-0 here as we go into the 21st minute. First City FC would go to 4-4 on the year with a win. Southside FC would move to 1-7-1 and pick up their first win in the Midwest Premier League. And this could be a hydration break, very much like how they've been doing at the World Cup. It's been a very entertaining World Cup these last couple of weeks. One game took place today. France got a 2-0 win over Morocco. Mbappe scoring in the 60th minute. And Dembele scoring again in around the 68th minute. So 2 goals within 10 minutes for France, and they are able to pick up a 2-0 win. Southside FC, on the other hand, a 1-0 lead so far. Going into the 22nd minute, Devin Rushman picked up his goal in the 13th minute. It was a good play by Southside FC. Diagne got it up ahead to Rushman, and Rushman beat out Hudson Bell and was able to get the angle. Had a one-on-one opportunity against Ryan Neal and his purple goalkeeper outfit, and was able to take advantage. And Southside has their first lead of the night. Bell crosses back over to Marshall. Marshall brings it up ahead to Witham. Witham getting it into Vasquez. Vasquez loses it. Aivi trying to fight for it. Aivi with those long strides. Berman switches field. Gets it to Harding. Harding on the far side. Harding tries to get it up ahead to Lozano. Lozano loses it. Is that a foul in the box? Southside FC players going to argue. Lozano down on the far side of the field. Southside FC trying to plead their case. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty kick for First City FC. Derek Mesa having to hold back Abdallah Eltam. And it looks like we are going to have a penalty kick. A foul in the box committed by Southside FC. Lozano on the receiving end of that foul. Little distraction tactic by Southside FC. Standing inside where the penalty kick will be taking place. Penalty kick for First City FC. Curiel trying to get a stop and keep a 0 on the board for Southside. The wind and the kick, and just past the hand of Curiel. First City FC ties it up at 1 here in the 24th minute. First City FC. Trey Berman scoring his 5th goal on the year, coming off of a penalty kick. I believe that was Sabino Lozano, actually. Lozano scored a goal in the 74th minute of Game 2 in their 3-0 win against Union KC. And now has his 2nd goal here tonight. First City trying to corral it. Omesa fighting for it. Omesa gets the turnover. Martinez now up ahead to Bruckner. Southside trying to get back ahead with a goal. We're knotted up at 1 here in the 25th minute of this contest. Benjamin Johnson, right about midfield on the far side. Back to Curiel. Curiel, a long boot. It's going to be headed up. Derek Omesa essentially tackles the First City FC opponent. And that's going to be Bartman. Lozano was on the receiving end of the foul in the box, and then Derek Omesa just tackled him there right at about midfield. Martinez now up ahead to Bruckner. Bruckner is met by First City defender Rylan Nowak. Nowak tries to cut it back in. Bruckner trying to fight for it. Lozano now getting it up ahead. It's stolen away. Eltom Diagne now chips it up. Headed up into the arms of Devin Rushman. Rushman's shot just wide left. And it's going to be a corner kick for Southside. The 4th corner kick of the night for Southside FC. 4 corner kicks for Southside to First City's 1. First City scoring their goal off a penalty kick taken by Sabino Lozano. Lozano got fouled in the box, took his own penalty kick, and ended up getting it just past the hands of Curiel. The cross in from Rushman. Up, headed off the chest of Diagne. And it's going to be another Southside corner. Southside with many opportunities here to start out this game. This is the 5th corner kick for Southside FC. This win would give Southside FC their first win of the season. They're 0-7-1. Trying to pick up that first W in the win column. Rushman now, far side of the field. Crossed it in, and it's going to be corralled, caught by Ryan Neal in the purple goalie outfit. Ramiro Vasquez trying to get past 2 Southside defenders and is able to get a throw in. Happy Aivi trying to grab the ball. As we have a little bit of stoppage, it's going to be a throw-in for Southside. A little change of opinion from the 2 officials as we have a substitute coming into the game for First City FC. Sitting down is Bartman, and coming in is Jack Hastwell out of London, England. Jack Hastwell coming in for Jade Bartman. So we have a throw-in for Southside FC on the far side of the field. Jack Hastwell, 24 years old, out of London, England, has 1 yellow card on the season. Picked it up in game 3. That one's headed out into Berman. Berman clears it all the way back. Curiel gets it up ahead to Johnson. Benjamin Johnson. As we see Jack Hastwell getting his first touch of the game. A header out of bounds for Southside FC. First City FC did win the first matchup between these 2 teams at First City FC's home turf. They picked up a 4-1 win. Ibrahim Diagne was the only goal scorer for Southside FC. Marshall up ahead. It's Berman on the near side. Lozano has been all over the field. Sabino Lozano. Gustavo Bueno up ahead to Berman. It's going to be cleared out by Ndoye. Babacar Ndoye getting the clear. Babacar Ndoye out of Senegal. He was an age group champion at DSC back in Senegal. And he played club while attending UDC. It's going to be a throw-in for First City FC. Up ahead, Happy Ivy, a push in the back on Gustavo Bueno. That's Vasquez that got pushed in the back by Ivy. Lucky Ivy didn't get a foul on that. That was inside the box. Not enough contact. And so Vasquez will be the one to take the corner. Ramiro Vasquez on the near corner. Vasquez set to tee it off. It's up and in. Header kicked out. Another header. And that one's going to be out back inside. And Doye trying to save it. Vasquez now inside. And falling over is Toby Witham. Omesa clearing it out. Bruckner loses it to Hastwell. Diagne trying to get it up ahead to Rushman. It's going to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Ryan Neal, for First City FC. First City FC looking to become 500 on the year with a win. Tied up at 1. 1 each. They try to get it up ahead to Berman. Ivy. Berman has it. Berman, does he have the angle? Berman cuts it inside. Berman tripping, falling. And Curiel able to save it. No foul on the play. Another good opportunity for Berman. Rushman now has it. Rushman tries to get it past Haswell and runs into a brick wall when he runs into Hudson Bell. Lozano, and that's a good header there by Happy Ivy. Romario Harding had a full head of steam. Romario Harding out of Kingston, Jamaica, age 25. He scored 2 goals this year. Goal in the 93rd minute of game 1 and in the 17th minute of game 2. Babacar Ndoye going to let that one trickle out for a goal kick. Southside FC scored the first goal of the game, 13th minute goal by Devin Rushman. And then First City FC responding in the 21st minute with a penalty kick goal made by Sabino Lozano. We have a little stoppage as Trey Berman has got to tie his shoes. And we have a little substitution as well. Wade Roman coming into the game. Diagne now has it. Tries to get it up ahead. And is unable to do so. Couple substitutions on both sides. Vasquez now tries to get it up ahead. Diagne gets it back. So coming into the game is Wade Roman, number 22, and Jaquino Arrol. That one's stolen away by Vasquez. Vasquez on the near side cuts it back past Ndoye. Yivi, a nice little tap right there. Vasquez, Berman clips it in just over the head of Arrol. And they call offsides. Jaquino Arrol, just a little bit offsides on that one. Jaquino Arrol towering over all the defenders. Standing at what I would assume is about 6'6" there at midfield. Bruckner trying to fight for it. That one's booted all the way up, almost near. the announcer's booth up here on the near side. It's going to be a throw-in for Southside. Sabino Lozano checking out of the game. One to one is your score in the 36th minute of this contest. Arl getting it up ahead to Roman. That one's going to go all the way back to the Southside goalie, Mario Curiel. Curiel picks it up and has a long boot. Gets it to Rushman. Rushman trying to work. That one's up ahead. Up ahead to Felipe Guriaru. Rushman over to Bruckner and gets it back. Southside trying to get back on the attack as they were in the first 15 minutes of this game. Really, the only First City opportunity has either came from Berman or that penalty kick that ended up being a goal. That's got to be a foul there, as it is, as the whistle blows. Giacchino Arl gets tripped up. Giacchino Arl, that is a tall man. That is a far way to fall. Towering over Derek Omesa as he stands up. Giacchino Arl wearing number 27 for First City FC. Age 27, he scored a goal in the 44th minute of Game 6 in their 4-1 win over Union KC. It's going to be a free kick taken by Haswell. And a new sub into the game. Coming out is Romario Harding. And coming into the game is Mohamed Milicia. It's going to be a foul on Milicia right away. It's going to be a free kick for Southside. Mohamed Milicia checking in out of Nairobi, Kenya. Age 26, he's picked up 2 yellow cards this year, has yet to score a goal. Curiel up ahead. That one's going to be headed up. Berman, was he on sides? Berman chips it up, and it's going to go just to the left. It's going to be a goal kick for Southside. Berman trying to make things happen for First City FC as we approach the 39th minute of this contest. 1-1 is your score. Southside scoring their first goal in the 13th minute. And First City FC scoring around the 20th, 21st minute. Sabino Lozano scoring off a penalty kick for First City FC, and Devin Rushman in that 13th minute just got ahead of the crowd and was able to have a one-on-one opportunity, as that one's just sent out of bounds by Benjamin Johnson. Southside to set up their defense. Southside FC in a 4-4-2. The throw in. Up ahead to Melisaya. It's going to be stolen away. Diagne fighting for it. Diagne trying to get up ahead. Unable to get past the 40-yard line. Hudson Bell swings it to Marshall. Swings it over to Witham. Strong 3 on the back end. Jack Hastwell there as well. Those are the 4 defenders. Bell up ahead. Was he onside? It'll be an easy tip in for Wade Roman. And that's a goal for First City FC. Wade Roman onside. And First City FC taking their first lead of the game. Wade Roman out of Cape Town, South Africa, scored 1 goal on the year in the 68th minute of Game 6 in their 4-1 win against Union KC. Also picked up a yellow card this year. Phenomenal play by First City FC. And 2 new players checking into the game. For Southside, David Santana out of Venezuela and Anthony Playitzes out of El Salvador. Bruckner now has it on the near side, has it kicked away. And a new First City player as well. Many changes happening in this first half. Nathan Alexander, hometown player out of Lansing, Kansas, for First City FC. First City leads it 2-1. Southside now playing from behind. Berman trying to get it up to Mulisaya. That one's going to be kicked out of bounds by Southside. It's going to be a First City throw-in. David Santana trying to get into the action. Played for the UPSL Select League. Was varsity all 4 years in high school. David Santana trying to make an impact here in the waning minutes of this first half. Bell over to Marshall. First City FC, no reason to put on the pressure. Marshall, a big boot up ahead. That's Roman fighting for it against Aivi, and they get it up to Omesa. Omesa, some fancy footwork. Try to get it up to Eltom. Does so successfully. Santana gets it back to Eltom. The long strides of Jaquino Aurel. Kick up ahead to Berman. Berman now. Diagne and Ndoye. Berman gets it back out with them. Loses it. As we have 2 players down. Wade Roman down for First City FC. Right about the 35-yard line. Toby Witham went down and back up real quick. And it's going to be a yellow card. Yellow card on Ibrahim Diagne for the trip. Bruckner now has it. Southside trying to score an equalizing goal in the last few minutes of this first half. It's going to be kicked out by Ryan Neal. On the chase was Felipe Guriaru, the Brazilian. Was a 2024 Sporting Adult Open champion. Standing tall, not quite as tall as Jaquino Aurel. And Ndoye gets it into Omesa. Omesa tries to cross it in to Diagne. Diagne with a push-off. No foul as that one trickles out for a Southside throw-in. Right near the far flag. It's going to be David Santana on the throw. Santana has it chipped up. Omesa Ivy right into the face of First City's Nathan Alexander. And Doye with a throw-in for Southside. Right about the 40-yard line. Southside, Bruckner, near side. Gets it to Diagne. Diagne quickly picks up a double team. Ivy crosses it back to Eltom. Santana. Eltom crosses it in. Bell misplays it. Inside, Southside, Guriaru. Over to Bruckner. Bruckner on the near side, crosses back in. Bruckner tries to get it to Guriaru. Now was to be kicked out. Eltom now has it. Eltom back to Omesa. Omesa tries to get it up and in. And another good save by Bell. First City is going to boot that one out. It's going to be a throw-in for Southside. Southside applying the pressure in the last few minutes in the stoppage time of this first half. Guriaru tries to get it to Santana. Santana tries to cross it in. And it's going to be another throw-in for Southside deep inside of First City FC territory. No ball easily accessible. David Santana has to run all the way down the track to go pick up that one. Santana set to throw it in. He might try and throw it all the way into the goal box. Gets it over to Omesa. Omesa tries to get it into Diagne. And that is going to do it for the first half of action. Southside FC goes up early. Gets a game-leading goal in the 13th minute by Devin Rushman, who beat the crowd and was able to have a one-on-one opportunity with Ryan Neal, the goalie. Scored that first goal in the 13th minute, and then a penalty kick for Sabino Lonzano and First City FC. That was the equalizing goal right around the 21st minute. And then Wade Roman beating the crowd, got past Curiel, and had an easy tip-in right at about the 35th minute of action. First City FC leads it 2-1. And we'll be back with second half action coming up right after this. Welcome back to Grandview High School for the matchup between First City FC and the hosting team, Southside FC. Southside FC got out to a 1-0 lead to start this one before falling behind First City FC. First City FC leads it 2-1 as we get set for kickoff here in this second half. A 13th minute goal by Devin Rushman led off the scoring for Southside FC. First City FC responded with a penalty kick of their own. And then they had another easy goal by Wade Roman. Southside FC moving from left to right this half, as we have a couple substitutions as well. They try to get it up to David Santana, who loses it out all the way up to Lozano. Berman now on the near side again. Has it stolen away by Diagne. Santana over to Guriao. Diagne, near side, up against Bell. Bell applying a little pressure. Diagne tries to chip it in. Nobody there. Little miscommunication there from Santana and Diagne. Anthony Playetes in the game as well as Garrett Wright. So a different lineup for Southside FC. Lozano crosses it all the way to the far side for Witham. I wouldn't be surprised if First City FC decides to play a more defensive game. That one's tipped by Diagne. Up ahead to Gurio. Up ahead to Diagne, and it's stolen away by David Marshall. Good play by Marshall. Berman back kicks that one. And it's going to be an easy throw-in. Guriao. Low 1-2 right back to Guriao. Play it is. And that one's going to be sent all the way back to Garrett Wright. Right over to Omesa. And Southside now back in their own territory for the first time in this second half. 2 minutes in to the second half. First City FC leads it 2-1. A win for First City FC would put them to 4-4 at 500 on the year. Bruckner sends it back. Southside FC looking for their first win since joining the Midwest Premier League. They're 0-7-1 on the year. And if this game were to end right now, they would go straight to 0-8-1. Southside needing 2 goals for a win, 1 goal for a tie. And that is disregarding if First City FC scores any more goals in this game. Roman, header. Vasquez now. Gets it back. Nice little play there by David Santana. Bell sends it back to Marshall. These two teams have met once before. First City FC won that game 4-1. Ibrahim Diagne scored in that first game of the season. It was the first goal scored by Southside FC since joining the Premier League. A little pull down there. Equal contact, no foul. They try to get it up ahead. Fighting for it is Harding. Harding has it kicked out by Bruckner. It's going to stick with First City FC. Romario Harding out of Kingston, Jamaica. At age 25. Scored 2 goals on the year so far. A goal in game 1 in the 93rd minute and a goal in game 2 in the 17th minute for First City FC. This is game number 8 for First City FC and game number 9 for Southside FC. Southside FC looking to pick up their first win. First City FC now deep in Southside territory. Marshall swings it over to Haswell. It's going to be stolen away by Southside. Bell boots that one back up to Ndoye. Now Southside has it. It's going to be a little trip. No call. Diagne has it. Diagne crossing in. Diagne loses it to Haswell. Diagne fighting back for it. And a good play by Toby Witham there. Dug his plant foot into the ground. Went into the body of Ibrahim Diagne. And was able to pick up the foul. So a free kick for First City FC. Bruckner loses that one out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for First City. First City FC looking to get to 500 on the season in the Midwest Premier League. Both of these teams taking up the bottom two slots in the Midwest Premier League. Curiel boots that one away. Berman was there. Tried to make a play on it. Berman almost has it there on that near side as well. It's going to be kicked up and out. Up and out by Alex Omeridian. First time seeing Omeridian in the game for Southside. And a whole different lineup than they had in the first half. Rushman, the only goal scorer on the bench. As well as Happy Aivi and a couple other starters. One's booted up. Into Omesa. Omesa tries to get it up ahead. It goes past Omesa. Vasquez. Omesa fighting for it. And corralling it is Southside. Santana loses it. And it goes back to Southside. Rylan Nowak is going to be fouled right at the 40-yard line. Nowak is down. Looks hurt. Lozano shaking out the legs of Rylan Nowak. Lozano set to take the free kick. 50 yards away from the goal. Lozano's kick. Up. Header. Headed away by Diagne. And it's going to be a corner kick for First City FC. This is the third corner kick for First City. Southside FC has had over 5 corner kicks. Almost double the amount of First City FC. First City leads it 2-1. We're 7.5 minutes into this second half. The corner sent in. Berman. Berman scores. Goal for Berman. Trey Berman with his 6th goal on the year. Excuse me, his 5th goal on the year. He scored a goal in Game 3, Game 4, 2 goals in Game 6, and now 1 in this game, Game 8, against Southside FC. First City leads it 3-1, just over 8 minutes in to the second half. Scoring in the 53rd minute, Trey Berman. Berman, age 24, the forward for First City FC. Southside now with a mountain to climb if they want to find any way to win their first game of the season. Omeridian back over to right. Right sends it up. It's going to be played by Playitz's. Guriel. Santana crosses it. And Ndoye on the far side. Back to Bruckner. Bruckner now up ahead. Bruckner on the far side. Gives it to Diagne. Diagne cross in. Way up and over. That's going to be a goal kick for First City FC. Ibrahim Diagne, out of Senegal, played at Barton Community College, earned all KJCCC second team for the Cougars, scored a hat trick back in October of 2019 for Barton Community College. Bell gets it over to Nowak. Lozano sends it back, and now that's Roman. Roman had that easy tap in earlier. Bruckner tries to save it, sends it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for First City. Caleb Bruckner from JCCC was there at 2023 to 2025. He's at MNU now. Hudson Bell, up to Nowak. Vasquez gets tripped up. It's going to be a foul on Derek Omesa. See Omesa and Santana going to check on Vasquez, make sure he's all right. And they are going to give a yellow card on Derek Omesa. Derek Omesa didn't look like there was much ill intent behind that, but nonetheless, tried to kick for the ball. The ball wasn't there. Instead, wiped out the shins of Vasquez. Lozano gets it up ahead to Hastwell. Hastwell cross it inside Vasquez. Vasquez goes over to the middle. Lozano shot. It's going to be blocked by Omesa. Omesa, and they try to get it up to Gurriel. Bell kicks it out. Hudson Bell saving it there for First City FC. Gurriel had a one-on-one opportunity before he got to the goalie. Hudson Bell out of Kansas City, Kansas, age 21. Has one yellow card on the year, has not scored a goal on the defensive side. Omesa, tough pass to Diagne. Gurriel back to Diagne. Bruckner on the far side. And Bruckner was off sides. Tough one for Southside. Bruckner knew it too as soon as he went to corral it. There was nobody else in sight that would have been able to get to that ball, though. Bell up ahead to Hastwell. Nowak right near the 25. No hurry for First City FC. In the 57th minute now, Vasquez almost loses it out of bounds. Vasquez sends it back to Hastwell. Good attempt there by Bruckner. And First City now on the counterattack. Tries to get it up to Roman. It's a foot race. Roman breaks free. Roman shot, chip, saved by Gurriel. And Benjamin Johnson clears it out. A great save by Mario Gurriel. Wade Roman, faster than the back line, able to get ahead, had a one-on-one against Mario Gurriel. Gurriel doing everything he can and is able to save that one. Keeps it at 3-1. Southside now looking to use that momentum and try to find a goal. Bell gets it up. That one's going to trickle out past the goalie for a Southside FC goal kick. As we get close to about two-thirds of the way through this game, about one-third to go. Having a couple subs back in. Devin Rushman. Latimer. Zach Latimer. And coming into the game for the first time is Emeka Anaker. Emeka Anaker out of Kenya. Played at Park University from 2018 to 2023. Captained Park University men's soccer from 2020 to 2023. Had the most appearances and starts in the history of Park University men's soccer program. Anaker checking into the game alongside Rushman and Latimer. Southside trying to make one push as they go into the final third of this game. First City FC trying to hang on. Up ahead. It was a good try by Romario Harding out of Kingston, Jamaica. Just a bit offside was Harding. And now Southside with the counter. Omesa gives it back to Ndoye. Over to Bruckner. Bruckner trying to switch field. Anaker now loses it. It's going to go right back to First City FC. First City FC looking to get back to 500 on the season with a win. If First City FC is able to get a win, they will move into a tie for third place with Woodland FC. That one's booted up ahead. Berman now playing it. Berman with a nice touch up to Nowak. Nowak, the defender, crosses it inside. Chipped up, and Berman just sends it just a bit high. Looks like it would have been harder to miss that one than make it from where he was standing. Sent that one sailing right over the goalpost. Just misplayed it. And you know Trey Berman is going to be kicking himself there, knowing he could have had another 2-goal game for First City FC. Curiel up ahead. Latimer trying to play it. It takes a friendly bounce for Southside. Latimer on the far side. Latimer trying to outrace 2 defenders. It's going to be tipped away. Latimer has it back. Gets it inside to Rushman. Rushman tries to get the kick, and it's going to be blocked by First City FC. Bruckner back to Rushman. Rushman did everything he can. Latimer back to Rushman. Diagne's shot over to Rushman. It's going to trickle into the hands of Ryan Neal, the goalkeeper, decked out in all purple. And it's going to go back to First City FC. A nice little throw there by Neal. Bruckner trying to apply some pressure. Southside doing anything they can to try and get the ball back. Rushman has it. Latimer over to Diagne. Diagne loses it. Vasquez gets it back for First City. And First City now got to slow down the pace, take it back. Southside doing everything they can to stay on the attack. That's where they've been most lethal in this game. Saw it in the first 15 minutes. They have yet to get back to that kind of feel. It has felt like that within the last 5 minutes for Southside. As we approach the 63rd minute of play. Harding now moving more into a back midfielder position. Vasquez gets it over to Lozano. Lozano inside to Nowak. And First City, with no real reason to push the pace here, they're just going to keep sending it back and forth from near side to far side. Southside FC is going to have to do everything they can to try and get a turnover here. With them. Tries to send it up. And Romario Harding looked to have been tripped up right about the 45-yard line. No call, says the official. And Wright's going to send it up. Latimer gets it headed over him by Bell. It's going to be a throw-in for Southside as Anaker switches field. First City FC now with 9 back. Omesa over to Anaker. Anaker's got to watch out for Wade Roman, who's creeping along the back line. Right? Tries to get it to Omesa. Nobody's there. Nowak gets the easy steal. And now First City going to meticulously get this one up. Vasquez over to Roman. Roman tries to get it up to himself. And that one's going to trickle out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Southside. Southside, 20 minutes in to this second half, have conceded 1 goal. It is now 3-1 for First City FC. And if Southside wants to have any opportunity to win this one, they are going to have a mountain to climb here in the rest of this second half. Southside has been on the attack. Anaker plays it back. O'Meridian trying to get it up to right. Good play by Nowak. Rushman now, middle of the field, Rushman. And First City now on the counterattack. Lozano trying to get it up to Roman, back into the hands of Southside. Anytime Devin Rushman gets the ball, his eyes light up. You can tell from all the way up here. Got speedy legs and can make good moves on the pitch. He has the only goal tonight for Southside FC in this 3-1 ball game. Latimer headers it right back to Vasquez. And now on the counterattack, First City trying to go against this Southside back line. Romario Harding on the far side, breaks through 2 defenders. Harding chips it up ahead, tries to get it to Berman. It's going to be stolen away by O'Meridian. Good play by O'Meridian. A goal-scoring play by Alex O'Meridian. That could have been trouble had Trey Berman gotten the ball that close to the goal on a one-on-one against Mario Curiali. Omesa, Rushman, and another steal for First City. Berman on the near side gets it up ahead to Roman, and that one's going to be cleared out by Benjamin Johnson. Benjamin Johnson on the back line, as well as Babacar Ndoye. Abdella Itam and Happy Aivi still on the bench for Southside FC. Both started this game. Alex O'Meridian on the back line for Southside as well. The throw-in goes up to Haswell, over to get it in. Good kick away by Benjamin Johnson. With him, sending it back. Haswell now. Little pull by Rushman. It's going to be a foul on Devin Rushman. Had a pull on the back of Jack Haswell. It's going to be a free kick for First City. Lozano switches field to Haswell. First City trying to push the pace up. Nowak crosses between 2. Nowak shot on goal over the head of Mario Curiel. That's just going to be a shot, but a far shot from about the 20-yard line. That's about 30 yards out for Rylan Nowak. Rylan Nowak picked up a yellow card, is yet to score a goal in a game. Age 20, out of Odessa, Missouri. And Ndoye on the far side, getting it past a few Southside, over to Anaker. Diagne, Omesa, right. Good passes from Southside. Rushman now. Rushman trying to make a move. tries to get a pass into the hands of Rushman. Takes a friendly bounce. Rushman trying to cross it back over. Rushman just has it kicked out. Latimer was there to try and make a play. Playing it on that far side and kicking it away is Ndoye. Babacar Ndoye trying to do everything he can. It was a battle of nines on the far side. Romario Harding out of Kingston, Jamaica. Number 9 going against Babacar Ndoye. Looks like it's going to be a throw-in for Southside FC. Babacar Ndoye out of Senegal. He was a KCK D2 champion. Babacar Ndoye has been doing good work on the back line for Southside. And a player hurt for Southside FC. It appears to be Devin Rushman right near the goal box. That is not what you want to see if you're a Southside FC fan. Devin Rushman, the guy who has applied all the spark you could want in this game, scored a goal in the 13th minute. Anytime he's had the ball, has lit up the field. And he's down hurt near the goal box. Both teams taking somewhat of a hydration break as we have an injured player on the field. Rushman up and walking. Looks to be in some pain. Talking with his new coach. Not what you want to see if you're Southside, especially if you think that you can make a push here in the last quarter of this game. Approaching the 72nd minute. Devin Rushman back on his feet. Has a slight limp. Tough to see one of your top players go down. Rushman trying everything he can to walk it off. Nobody taking off the warm-ups yet. As we see Rushman walking all the way down to the far flag post. Looks like Rushman might try to stay in this game. Devin Rushman on the near side, trying to get his legs under him. Southside now playing 10 on 11. Not what you want to see. Rushman still not in the game yet. Latimer tries to back pass. Rushman trying to get his legs under him. See if he can come back into this one. First City now with an 11 on 10 advantage. Anchor and Southside. It's going to be stolen away by Wade Roman. Wade Roman, 2-on-1. Wade Roman gets the outside angle. Roman tries to cut it back inside, and it's going to be cleared out by Alex O'Meridian. Wade Roman has looked phenomenal. Has long strides out of Cape Town, South Africa at age 26. Scored 1 goal this year. 2 goals to be exact. 1 goal this game. 1 goal earlier in game 6. The goal in this one was a nice, easy tap-in for Roman in the first half. Couple of pushes As we see Rushman heading back toward the middle of the field. Good news for Southside. And Rushman makes his way back onto the pitch. Admirable effort from Devin Rushman. Coming back into the game, fell down injured deep inside First City territory. Sabino Lozano set for a corner for First City FC. Lozano's kick in. Up, headed out by Latimer. First City FC not content with the lead they have now. Nowak headers it, and it goes just wide right past Curiel. As we enter the 75th minute of this contest. Two subs set to check in for Southside. Abdella Eltam and Dennis Martinez coming into the game. And checking back into the game for First City FC is Gustavo Bueno and Janiker Aerol. Coming out is number 9, Romario Harding. And number 10, Sabino Lozano. First City corrals it back. Nowak trying to fight for it. Martinez trying to fight back. Nowak still has it. Nowak goes right into the feet of Abdella Eltam. Aurel now. Sends it over. First City has it trickle out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Southside. Right, throws it up. Latimer trying to get the angle. It's going to be tipped up by Bell. Latimer has it. Trying to get it all the way to Rushman. Latimer back. Latimer gets the outside angle. Latimer trying to cut it back in. The cross just past Devin Rushman. As we see Errol trying to fight for it. Eltom gets the steal. Rushman has it now. Rushman cuts back inside. Rushman crawl. Just off. A curling attempt. Trying to hit the back post. Just went over the top. Devin Rushman. It's Ryan Neal set to kick that one back in. First City sends it out. It's going to be a throw-in for Southside. Eltom into Martinez. Back to Eltom. Anaker and Southside now on the attack. Right. Headers it. Loses the header. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a First City throw. Into Vasquez. And a quick play by Witham. Witham caught everybody off guard. Witham fighting against Anaker. No foul. Rushman corrals it back for Southside. Southside on the attack. Trying to get one step closer. Eltom just has it kicked away by Rylan Nowak. It's going to be a throw-in for Southside. Right at about the 10-yard line into Rushman. Rushman draws two defenders. Nowak sends it out. It's going to be a corner. Corner kick for Southside. Rushman set to take the corner. As we approach the 80th minute of this contest. Rushman sends it in, up Diagne. His shot no good. Errol trying to fight for it, stumbles on his own feet. Maybe a little push from Diagne. Nonetheless, Rushman tries to send it in, headed out by Bell. It's going to be a throw-in for Southside. Diagne into Rushman. Rushman, good move getting back. Rushman loses it. Diagne fighting for it. Berman can do it on offense and defense. Sends it all the way back. And it's going to be a Southside throw-in. Right about the 25-yard line. Martinez now. Martinez, good footwork. Gets it to Rushman, back to Martinez. Martinez loses it to Nowak. And Nowak sends it all the way down the pitch. It's going to go out of bounds right about the 25-yard line. If you're Southside FC, you got to watch out for Wade Roman. Patrols the back line for First City FC. Has 1 goal on the night. Has elite speed. And is able to blow past defenders. With them, headers that one all the way back to Anaker. Anaker stumbles over his own feet. Anaker sends it back to Rushman. It's going to be headed out by Nowak. Call a handball on Southside. It's going to be a free kick for First City FC. Coming out of the game is Wade Roman. Roman scored a goal earlier in this one. And as well as Toby Witham. Coming in are Mohammed Mulisaya and Jade Bartman. Jade Bartman out of Cape Town, South Africa, age 27. Berman now has it. Berman, fancy footwork. Can he get outside of O'Meridian? O'Meridian able to keep it in. Gets pushed in the back by Berman. They're going to call a foul on Berman. Nothing more. It's going to be a free kick for Southside. 8 minutes before we get to stoppage time. Curiel directing traffic. Sends that one. It's going to be played by Errol. Mulisaya. All the way back to Marshall. Southside now. Bruckner. Bruckner up ahead. Gets it to Martinez. Martinez outside to Rushman. Rushman on sides. Rushman tries to cut it back in. Sends it all the way back over. Bruckner, far side, loses the corral. Bruckner tries to get it to Diagne. It's going to be kicked out by First City. It's going to be a throw-in for Southside. Southside has had many opportunities near First City's goal box. Southside trying to score a goal, make it just a bit closer as we go ever closer to the end of this game. Anaker, nice footwork. Anaker's shot, tipped up, and a goal! Scored by Abdella Eltam. Abdella Eltam out of Sudan with a fancy goal. Abdella Eltam scores the goal, and that is exactly what Abdella Eltam needed. As we check the replay on that one, it was sent in by Anaker, and Eltam was just there. Right place, right time for Abdella Eltam. And Southside trying to score an equalizer now. Anaker up ahead to Eltam. Eltam trying to get it to Rushman. Nowak fighting for it. It's going to go back to Nowak. Nowak loses it. Eltam fighting for it. Southside believe they can win it. Diagne trying to get outside. Eltom chips it in. Rushman header. Goal! Devin Rushman with the equalizer. 2 goals in a matter of minutes. Devin Rushman with his 2nd goal on the night. The sharp header just past the hand of the goalie, Neal. And Devin Rushman ties it up at 3 apiece. It was kicked up by Eltom in a strong header by Devin Rushman. What a phenomenal play. And Southside equalizes it as we go into the 85th minute. Southside now. Southside clears it out. It's going to be a throw-in for First City. First City thought they had it won for almost the entirety of this second half. And within the last 5 minutes, Southside has scored 2 goals. One coming from Abdullah Eltom being right place, right time. And then another from Devin Rushman. Eltom clears that one out. It's going to go out right at about the 40-yard line. We're in the 86th minute now. Anything can happen. Haswell sends that one just over the bar. Just over Mario Curiel's head. Southside, if they play their cards right in these last couple of minutes, can get their first win on the year. Southside FC 0-7-1 on the season. First City FC 3-4-1. That one's sent up ahead to Latimer. Latimer chips it. Diagne with those fast legs gets to the corner. Diagne over to Rushman. Rushman now cuts back in. Rushman tries to chip it up. It's going to be cleared out by First City. Rushman kicks it up. Diagne, was he onside? Diagne just saved. Just saved by Ryan Neal. An absolute onslaught of attacks in the last 10 minutes from Southside FC. Ibrahim Diagne had a good shot and an incredible save by Ryan Neal, the goalie for First City FC. The corner is sent way up. Martinez, header. Diagne pushed in the back. No foul. Martinez kicks it up. And that one's going to be sent out for a goal kick for First City FC. So an incredible turn of events. First City FC was leading at 3-1 going into the 75th minute. And Southside FC scores 2 goals within a matter of minutes. And now Rushman has it again. Haswell clears it away. Back to Rushman. Errol, good save. Errol sends it up. It's going to be Southside ball. It will be interesting to see how much stoppage time is left and how much they let them play. Southside trying to get their first win on the year. Header from Rushman. Right back to Haswell and First City FC. A bad touch by Gustavo Bueno on the far side of the field. First City tried to switch fields. Right, a throw-in all the way up. Latimer fighting for it. Bell hits it. That one goes just over the legs of Diagne. Fighting for it is Bruckner. Vasquez gets it up to Errol. Errol in a footway race with Martinez. Trips, falls. Marisal. No good. Aniker has it. Johnson sends it back to Curiel. Curiel is going to boot that one up. Bruckner trying to play it in bounds. It's still live. Nowak now has it. First City, Anaker with the steal. Anaker up ahead, full head of steam. Vasquez is going to save that one back. And back the other way now. Bartman has it stolen away by Johnson. Johnson up ahead to Anaker. Anaker and Southside can get something going. Bruckner. It's a 5-on-5. Bruckner sends it back to Anaker. And they send it back to Martinez. As we approach the 90th minute, Abdella Eltam outside to Diagne. Rushman crosses it in, headered out. Good save there by David Marshall. Errol cuts it back in. Errol up ahead. Gets to Vasquez. That one's going to be crossed up. And Curiel boots it down the field. Good play there by Ibrahim Diagne. Diagne tries to get it to Martinez. It goes past him. First City now has it right at midfield. Right back into the hands of Eltam. Eltam almost loses it. Good play there by Alexander. Bartman just touches it just a little bit too far. And going down with what appears to be a cramp is Nowak. Nowak has been a phenomenal defender. 2 First City FC players down. One at the 40-yard line and another at the other 40-yard line. Southside FC can feel it. They have an opportunity to get their first win in the Midwest Premier League. We're in the 91st minute. As we have stoppage. As Rylan Nowak falls down hurt. Let's run a little rehash here of all the events that have happened today. Devin Rushman scoring in the 13th minute. Got ahead of the pack, had a one-on-one opportunity against Ryan Neal, the goalkeeper, for First City FC. Got the first goal for Southside, gave him a 1-0 lead. Penalty kick, tied it back up at 1 for First City. First City had another easy tap-in goal from Wade Roman. Roman blew past the crowd. Southside thought he was offside. It turns out he was onside and had an easy tap-in. Curiel was not even near the goal when he had the tap-in. It was 2-1. Then going into the second half, Trey Berman got on the board for First City FC. A nice footwork into a nice goal for Berman. And then going into the 75th minute, Southside FC down by 2, needing the semblance of a miracle to come back in the last 15 minutes of the game. And they get that as it is crossed into Abdella Eltam, who's in the exact right place at the exact right time and was able to just chip it over the head of Ryan Neal just about 5-10 feet outside of the goal box. And just right after that, Rushman, a phenomenal header, which sent it up. Bruckner is called offsides. Bruckner had a good shot if he had been called onside to have a one-on-one with the goalie and give Southside their first goal. First City doesn't want to lose this game either. Vasquez cuts it in to Musiale. It's going to be corralled by Curiel. Mario Curiel boots it up to the center. Hastwell sends it up. Errol going to corral it. Errol sends that one out of bounds. In the 94th minute, there was a lot of stoppage there. Martinez fighting for it, gets pulled to the ground. It's going to be a foul on Errol. You've got to think Southside has few opportunities left in this game. 3-3 ball game. The boot up. Latimer tries to fight for it. It goes into the hands of Bruckner. Bruckner on the far side. Bruckner makes a cut inside. Bruckner takes a shot on goal, and it's saved right into the hands of Ryan Neal. A great save by the goalkeeper. Tied at 3. We're here going into the 95th minute. Alexander tries to get it up. Anaker fighting for it. Trips over Bartman. Bartman gets it back. Bartman for First City FC gets pushed in the back by Bruckner. No foul. Benjamin Johnson on the far side. Back to Bruckner. Bruckner to Anaker. And they're going to blow it dead. Southside FC avoids the loss with some late heroics coming all after the 75th minute. They were down 7. They were down 3-1 going into the 75th minute. And Southside FC escapes with a draw. Draw is better than a loss. And that will put Southside FC at 0-7-2 on the year. First City FC moves to 3-4-1. Southside FC still going to be taking up the rear in the standings. 2 total points now with 2 draws. They remain with their -30 goal differential. First City FC gets tied up with Union KC, and with 2 wins over Union KC, they should have the tiebreaker. So First City FC moving into 4th place in the Midwest Premier League standings. A 3-3 tie between Southside FC. When everything looked bleak for Southside, they found a way to dig deep, score 2 goals in the last 15 minutes, both coming in within 3 minutes of each other, and make phenomenal plays. Devin Rushman with 2 goals on the night. Abdullah Eltam with a goal. Southside FC draws with First City FC 3-3. Southside FC moves to 0-7-2 on the night. I've been Austin Yamnitz, working alongside my producer Bryce. And Southside works to draw, moves to 0-7-2. 2 points now in the standing. Set for their next game in the future. Have a good night.